Hey guys, it's Martin King. Today I am checking in with you from the beautiful Deschutes River in Central Oregon. So just over a year ago, I retired from about 30 years in the HVAC refrigeration business, contracting, manufacturing, stuff like that. And finally, I've been blessed enough to have full control over my schedule and how I spend my time. And this concept of having full control is really the theme of this video today. So what I want to assure you guys today is I'm not here to waste your time. I'm going to provide you a lot of information in this short video, and what my hope is the information I'm going to share with you today is going to be valuable to you and inspire you and give you hope that there may be different ways to think about some things that are going to really help you. So what's super exciting to me is that I can teach you how to become a millionaire like I did, at the same time maintaining your work-life balance. My goal is to show you an easy-to-follow structure that in mechanical terms you can bolt on to your existing skill set. So I'm going to start with a question, and the question is, what does money or success, whatever that is, actually buy you anyway? As I'm sure you see, like I do, our media is infatuated, idolizes people that are wealthy or people that have quote unquote made it or successful, that type of thing. You see news reports, you see reality shows, movies, and what it's all about is they love to tell stories about people that have a lot of material things. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an argument to some things you may know already if you search in your gut, that material success is not necessarily success. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples here in a minute. So I want to go back to my question. What does money or success actually buy you anyway? So when I asked this question, if you thought about a nice house or you thought about a really nice boat or an RV or a cool vehicle, you are absolutely normal. I'm going to tell you that right now. And the reason why that's normal is we've all been programmed from a very young age, and this is well documented, by the way, that material things equal success or wealth. So now I'm going to propose an alternate idea for you to consider about what exactly money and success really buys you. So here it is. Wait for it. It's your freedom. That's what it is. It's your freedom. And the more money you have, the more success you have, what you're really looking for is the ability to choose, to have your own decision to make as to how you spend your time every day. That is what money and success actually buys you. So I'm going to let the idea that I just dropped on you sort of just hang in the air for a minute. What I'd like to propose you to think about, which layers nicely on what I said, is that all you really have on this earth is your time. That's just it. We all are operating under the same finite amount of time. It's different for everybody, obviously, but that's just the reality of it. And what I'd like to propose to you is there's two schools of thought. Some people just know that they want to work all their lives. And I'm going to tell you there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's really nothing wrong with that. However, my argument is that for us to be fulfilled as humans, we eventually need to be able to work to have more control over our time. And the only way to really do that is as you proceed through your career journey is to make some smart decisions along the way. And what I want to do is show you how to fast track that. Now I'm going to segue into a hypothetical that proves my point. So let's say that you're working for an HVAC shop. So you're a technician and you've been there a couple of years and things are going great. And all of a sudden there's a management change. You know, the service manager leaves, is replaced, the ownership changes, or just there's a bunch of people that have come to work there that have agendas and politics start happening, and for whatever reason you're not feeling as happy and satisfied as you used to, right? Let's say you've been smart along the way and you've made investments. I don't care what that is, whether it's a savings account or a mutual fund or whatever, but you've taken a good portion of your paycheck and put it away. And this is something that's part of the process I'm going to share with you in a bit. Anyway, you're doing that and you decide that you're out of there. You're going to go. And let's say because your smart decisions that you've made along your journey, that you've got 6 months, 8 months of an emergency fund saved up, right? So you have the power to be able to tell the service manager, hey man, we had several discussions and nothing really happened, and I'm going to just, I love you, but I'm going to take a break and I'm going to move on to do something different. Or I'm going to go to another shop. And you'll have a runway to decide how long you want to take to do that. Let me tell you something else too, firsthand. If you have a significant other at home, having that emergency fund built up will make your home life much, much better. It just will. So what I'm going to share with you now is the personal development structure that I alluded to a few minutes ago. This structure will help you become a millionaire in skilled trade like HVAC refrigeration. By the way, you can apply this to a lot of different trades. And it'll do it in such a way that it'll allow you to get control of your time in a shorter period of time, as well as maintain the work-life balance, which is all important. So what you're looking at here is the beginning of our success pyramid. There's 4 sections to it. That's the general structure of this thing. And you're going to notice as I go, there's going to be subsets of information in a lot of these areas. At the end of this presentation, I'm going to give you the ability to get into a 5-day email course that's totally free, that's going to jump into the individual subset items. I just wanted to keep this video short. So the first area is what I call technical excellence. And this is going to be your foundation of the pyramid. Now, I'm not talking about going to tech school. What I'm talking about is the extra secret sauce that will really accelerate your wage base. Because to build wealth, you have to accelerate your wage base as much as possible. And I'm going to share with you some ways to do that. The next area that's showing here is what I call solid work ethic. Again, there's a subset of items in here that we'll discuss in the course, but I think some of these topics I think you may be familiar with. And the fact that you're here already means that you have a solid work ethic because you're interested in actually improving stuff, and I commend you for that. The next one is what I call every dollar. And what's going on with every dollar is the financial engine. I'm not going to teach you on personal investing. I'm not going to teach you on accounting. I'm going to steer you in the areas you need to really focus on in this section. The idea of it is that you have to be consistent. That's probably the most important thing, is how you're building wealth. And I'm going to give you some directions to go, and I think it's something you might want to, this is a super important section of the pyramid in building that wealth to becoming a millionaire. So at the top of the pyramid, and I'm going to argue this is probably the top important item, is what I call your work-life balance. This particular item here is by far the most important. It has health ramifications. It has relationship ramifications. It is by far the most important. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you firsthand some of the decisions, the pitfalls that I got stuck in that I believe will really help you guys out there. Because if this thing is not straight away, in other words, if you're out of sync on your work-life balance, the rest of it really doesn't matter. And I want to show you some ways to avoid the pitfalls that I experienced. So that is the career success pyramid. I hope you got good value out of it. If you want to take the next step, just go to Process Chiller Academy. And as I'm showing here, go to the resource page. There's a drop down here. And you want to go to the technician page. Scroll down and you're going to see a box to fill out and give us your email address and your name. I promise we do not sell your name to anybody. And the way our email service works is you can unsubscribe at any time you like. So once you do that, you won't be bothered by us again. So once you do that, you'll be enrolled in a 5-day Career Success Pyramid email course. So every 48 hours, we're going to send you an email that's going to contain content that covers the subsets that I addressed when I introduced the pyramid to you. So that's what that's all about. And in the end, what I'm looking to do is set up a workshop, perhaps some one-on-one consultations with some of you out there, and help you with your career journeys. So we'll see how that goes, and please reach out to me on email, which I've got on the screen here, or you can connect up with me on LinkedIn. Just look my profile up and you'll be able to find me there and communicate with me that way. Thanks again, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you soon. Let's get a conversation going.